The Dark Sea update is coming to Arcane Odyssey this month or next month. The Dark Sea update is currently on track to be the largest Arcane Odyssey update since its release. The Dark Sea is currently planned to feature anything from the Dark Sea, obviously, all the way up to new weapon skills. Here is the Dark Sea in Vetex's own words.
The Dark Sea covers the entire world, minus clusters such as the War Seas. Thousands of miles of intense magic energy corrupting the air, sea, weather, and even people. Islands out here have not been touched by humans for hundreds of years. Players can go here before traveling to further seas to gear up with exclusive loot such as armor, new enchantment scrolls, new jewel types, and new ship parts.
After each sea, the Dark Sea will have new loot available for that level, such as level 125 at the end of the Bronze Sea.
The further you travel into the Dark Sea, the more insanity you gain, and the stronger your ship must be in order to survive the ever-growing waves and storms. The strongest enemies and loot can be found in the far reaches, the furthest traversable range of the Dark Sea. It's pretty exciting, in my opinion. Another thing to note about the Dark Sea is, instead of being islands just copy and pasted, it will be procedurally generated, similarly to Minecraft, minus the seed, meaning we will most likely see some pretty cool islands in the outer reaches of the Dark Sea. We are also getting giant sea monsters such as White Eyes, which will most likely be similar to Alpha White Eyes from Arcane Adventures. While fishing, you will also be able to catch giant forms of every fish, which will be much larger and better for cooking. While on topic of cooking, on islands of the Dark Sea, you will also be able to find golden cooking pots.
The chef asked, and a golden cooking pot appeared,
as well as jewel crafting tables and cauldrons. These will most likely buff whatever you were making and possibly make it easier to achieve perfect cooking, just like Burger Town. As Vetex mentioned, the deeper you go into the Dark Sea, the stronger your ship will need to be. Vetex has mentioned the first range can be explored with caravels or ketches, but later on you need the... Within the Dark Sea, we'll be able to find special armor buffs, special reagents, and much more.
One feature coming to the Dark Sea is reviving. While in the Dark Sea, if injured, you may get a large wound in your torso and you will not be able to move or use abilities, and your vision will just slowly turn more red and blurred until you die. However, if you have a party to go out to the Dark Sea with, your party members can get a prompt to revive, which takes 5 seconds and will restore you to 20% health and then resume health regen. Sadly, you can only be revived once per Dark Sea expedition, so the next time you take fatal damage, you just simply die. We're also possibly going to see 1 or 4 third weapon skills, which could give warriors access to a leap similar to the ones magic and fighting styles currently have. Something else to look forward to is lost spell scrolls, as I've heard mages are receiving 2 lost scrolls and berserkers are receiving 1.
Recently, Vetex announced plans for a feature that would come in the Nimbus Sea called Tasks. The Trello states that each town or kingdom island will begin to have random spawning tasks on them, which will work a bit differently compared to quests. These will only start to appear after you complete the majority of the storyline for that island. If the island isn't involved in the story, the tasks would be available at any time. These tasks will start out as simple things, such as finding out which NPC stole from someone, gathering a certain amount of fruit, etc. There will be tons of different types of these tasks with different tiers of difficulty, and depend on the type of island. Alongside this, a new criminal NPC will spawn on these islands in alleyways and wilderness who have bad alignment type tasks, such as pickpocketing an NPC, stealing cargo and bringing it to them, etc. Just like the good alignment quests, there will be numerous types and tiers of these. For each alignment task you do, your reputation on the island will increase or decrease. At certain levels of this, new tasks will become available, and new events can occur on the island. When maxed out, there could be insane levels of tasks, such as a pirate fleet spawning and threatening to bombard the island, or a Grand Navy blockade forming if you have done too many bad alignment tasks. This would also lead to stronger bad alignment NPCs spawning on the island who have even more devious tasks for the player to do. Depending on your alignment, you will get new interactions from NPCs in the town, such as them cowering in fear at the sight of you, or greeting you by your name and giving you small gifts as you walk by. When you max out your alignment either way with the island, you could be given a unique vanity item for that island. The bad and good alignment will each have 1 unique item per island. Island status would be the current state of the island, which would range from ruined to thriving. This number would be unique per server and go up and down depending on the tasks completed there. This number would control what physical things can spawn there, such as bandit camps, merchant stalls, etc. Island status would be neutral on server start, but when a player joins who has relations with that island, the island status will shift slightly based on their relation. This means if a lot of players with good relation with Frostmail join a server, Frostmail's island status would be high. Island status changing on join would not occur if the island status recently changed due to a task completing. This would be annoying. For example, if a player is doing bad alignment tasks, but good alignment players keep joining and raising the island status. Very low island status could have pirate blockades, bandit camps, evil wizards, bandit leaders, smugglers, etc. spawning on them. Very high island statuses could have Grand Navy blockades, merchant ships spawn around them, merchant camps, hero NPCs, etc. Island relation would be your personal relationship with that island and controls how the citizens there interact with you, what things they give you, as well as the type of tasks they give. This would save between servers. High island relation could make NPCs greet you by your name as you walk by, occasionally give you a small amount of galleons with cooldown, give you common items rarely with cooldown, and even cause a small fort to spawn with warriors sworn to your clan who swear to guard the island in your name. Low island relations could make NPCs cower in fear at the sight of you, or cause bandits or enemies on the island to sometimes give you gifts, and sometimes cause the bandits or the islands to swear fealty to your clan, and terrorize the citizens in your name, giving you anything they find. Island statuses and relations would both be shown when hovering over the towns/kingdoms on the map UI. With that being said, comment down below what your favorite part about the Dark Sea update is, and do you think the Dark Sea will be able to revive Arcane Odyssey? Comment down below if you like this style of videos more, because I enjoy making them. I'll see you guys next Friday.